Привіт.
Привіт.
Hello, David.
Hello everyone, is my microphone working properly?
Hello, yeah, it works now.
Oh, it works, all right, thank you.
I think we can wait 1 more minute before starting.
All right, sounds great.
Not many people today. Okay, hello everyone. I think we can start. This meeting is being recorded automatically. So welcome everyone. This is Eclipse community meeting for July 17th. Let me share a screen. Yes, this one. The latest version, Eclipse 7.71, has been released. And today we have only one topic. From David, it's try index space web extension, introduction and demo. David, would you like to share a screen with slides, or I can share instead of you?
I think I can share it myself if that works. I can share my screen with the slides.
Okay, okay.
All right, thank you. So I'll share my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great.
But no slides.
Oh, yes, no slides yet. Okay, sounds great. So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on this community meeting today. So today I'll just be presenting the Try and Dev Spaces web extension. It's been released early last month, early June, and I'll just do a quick demo and walk through how to use the extension. So the Try and Dev Spaces web extension essentially adds this Dev Spaces button on GitHub project pages. So you would click on the Dev Spaces button to start a new workspace with this GitHub project on a specified Dev Spaces instance or Eclipse J instance. So I'm saying dev spaces, but uh, if you're wondering what dev spaces is basically Red Hat's productized version of Eclipse J. So the extension is called Try in Dev Spaces, but it works the exact same way with Eclipse J, and you can use it with Eclipse J with no problems at all. So the button here has two parts to it. So the left part is the button part. So you click on it to start the new workspace. And the right part is the drop-down menu. So if I click on the drop-down menu, it'll show different options. So you'll see open with workspaces.openshift.com. So that's the default, and that's the default you get when you first install the extension. So by default, it's set up so that you'll be creating workspaces on workspaces.openshift.com. And if you're not aware what that is it's the Eclipse J instance that runs on the Red Hat Developer Sandbox. And the Red Hat Developer Sandbox is where you can try out OpenShift for free with a free Red Hat account. And there's a Eclipse J instance already installed in the Dev Sandbox. So you can try out Eclipse J there. So that's the default when you first install the extension. But you can also add additional Eclipse J instances as well. So I'll be showing a demo of that today. There's a configure part of the extension as well, or configure part of the dropdown, and that's where you can go to the extension settings and add new instances and so on and so forth. So moving on to the demo portion. So I'll go to a GitHub repository. So a GitHub repository right here, and right now we don't have any button installed or injected. So I'm going to go into the Chrome Web Store and go to the Try in Dev Spaces extension, and I'll install the extension. So after adding the extension, I'm going to go back into the project page and refresh the page, and you'll see that the button has been injected. So on first install, as I mentioned, the default instance will be workspaces.openshift.com. So let's try that out by clicking on the Dev Spaces button right here. So this opens the workspace, new workspace on a new tab. And we see that the workspace is starting. So while we wait for the workspace to start, this should take around 50 seconds or so, last time I tried. So going on to the next slide here, these slides are available on the Google Doc for the community call for today. We've released the extension on the Chrome Web Store, Mac App Store, and Firefox add-on store. So if you're using a Chromium-based web browser, or if you're using Safari or Firefox, the extension works on all those platforms. The initial extension, so this extension has been migrated over from this Eclipse J extension from a while back. So the code base from this extension by Jeff Morey has been moved to the GitHub project that now lives in Red Hat Developer. So it's largely based off of this this flow from before. And going back, yeah, we do see that the workspace did start. And over here, the Quarkus API example GitHub project is now running on is now available on the workspace on the developer sandbox. So for this next part of the demo, let's try adding a Eclipse J instance, my own Eclipse J instance for the Dev Spaces extension. So to do that, you can go into the Dev Spaces button, click on Configure to go to the extension options. So here you can specify more Eclipse J instances here. So I have an Eclipse J instance right over here, and I'll just copy the URL for this instance. I'll copy it and add new endpoint here, press add. And now the extension now knows about my new instance. So from here, I can also click on the options here and set as default, or I could delete it. Setting as default just means that, so for example, if I set default here, it just means that that's the instance we'll use when you click on the Dev Spaces button. So I've set the default for my as my Eclipse instance that I've just added. But if I want to create the workspace on a different instance, for example, I just click on the dropdown and I see all my instances right here. So I have that option too. So for this time, let's just create the workspace with the dropdown onto the Eclipse J instance that I've added. So you can see the workspace is starting. So while we wait, just going back to the slides, I can talk about, so we also have a main website here that's just a GitHub Pages page. And also there's a blog article available on the Red Hat developer blog if you're interested to know more about the extension as well. And also a link to the Red Hat developer sandbox if you haven't seen that before. So once again, these slides and the links are available on the community meeting Google Doc. So going back, looks like a workspace has started with the Quarkus API example project. And we see that, yes, our workspace is available on the dashboard too. So that sums up the current features of the extension. It's still fairly on its early stages, so more features will be coming soon. GitHub Enterprise support should be coming this week, so new update to the extension should be coming out as well. And that's about it for the demo. Thank you for watching. Are there any questions?
Thank you, David. That's a great demo.
Thank you.
So David, for the upcoming version, so the one that should come out this week. So you mentioned the GitHub Enterprise support, right? And
Yes.
for the support for like other Git services, so I think we discussed about being able, just from the extension button to be able to start the workspace from the extension button. So is it something that is coming with the next release, or is something that will come later?
So that feature where we have the ability to start the workspace from the pop-up page, I think that's what you're referring to. So that feature will be available not on the next release, but possibly on a later release. So that feature hasn't been under development yet. So for the next release, it'll just be for the GitHub Enterprise support.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. It's just that I didn't know exactly the timeline for these features to come. So yeah, no, great job anyway. So there are customers waiting. So I just thought at the question today for the GitHub
yes.
Enterprise. So yeah, I think they will be happy to know that it is coming this week.
Oh, I see. That's great. Yeah, thank you for letting me know.
Okay, any other questions?
One more question. Thank you, David, for great demo. My question is about the default configuration. It provides the link to Workspace OpenShift.io or DevSpaces, Dev Sandbox, and am I right that it is only available for Red Hatters, or it's for everyone?
Oh, yes. So by default, when you install the extension, yes, we do have the initial instance being workspaces.openshift.com, but it's also available for just anyone who has the free Red Hat account. So anyone who creates the free Red Hat account can access that instance and create workspaces there. So yeah, not just for the Red Hat employees, but also just anyone who has a Red Hat account for free.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think we discussed everything today, and we can wrap up the call. Thank you, everyone, and have a great weekend. Have a great week. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.